So I've gotten a couple of people recently asking me, Dan, are you a Republican still? Are you still MAGA? Do you still love Trump? Because for a long time there, I was one of Trump's biggest fans. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. And to answer it as simply as I can, I believe that everybody has a chance at redemption. But as of right now, Trump fucking sucks. I'm just gonna say it. Trump fucking sucks. He's not doing a good job at pretty much everything. And I don't know if y'all remember, but back when the Epstein stuff was going on, and my God, we got to cover that here in a second as well, but he resorted to manipulation tactics or gaslighting, to where he said, if you're still asking about the Epstein stuff, then you're not one of my supporters. And so naturally, a lot of people were like, okay, fuck you then. I'm not one of your supporters then. I wasn't. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But now after seeing this, brother, what are you doing? You really need to figure out what you think you're doing, because your ratings on the amount of people that voted for you versus how many people think you're doing a shit job is crazy. I think your approval rating is at 30%. And those people probably just don't watch anything and think that you're doing an okay job. I can't even believe this happened. One of the promises that Trump made was that he was going to have the biggest mass deportation ever. He has very much failed at doing that. But at the same time, he has brought in 600,000 Chinese people to go to our universities. So we've been deporting, a decent amount of people, not the numbers that Trump thought he was going to do, but then we just bring a different immigration type of thing back. Listen to this bullshit. This is spitting in the face of Americans. By the way, he said that we have to, because Americans, they aren't good enough.
You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many American kids want to go to school and there are places not for them, and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money?
Sure. Never said about China, but we do have a lot of people coming in from China. We always have, China and other countries. We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fans?
You would have the...
It's a big deal because 99% of them are owned by liberals and by elites. I didn't go to college. I think there are a couple of professions where you actually have to go to college. All of the other ones, you don't need college. It's a waste of fucking money and it's a scam. Doctor, lawyer, I don't know why they make teachers get masters and all that stuff on the salaries they get, but that's pretty much it. And I don't even really think teachers need to go anymore, because now there's AI out there. You can just ask it a question and it gives you the damn answer. Everything else, yeah, sure, there's arguments for, being able to go to college and get through all the classes. It takes a lot of discipline. Dude, it takes a lot of discipline to get through life. It takes a lot of discipline to learn how to make money, save it, invest it, make sure you're not buying a whole bunch of stupid shit, and actually make sure you have a little nest egg in case something goes wrong. That's what takes discipline. It's not, look at this fucking piece of paper I got. So who gives a shit if half the colleges get shut down? That would be a fantastic thing.
Fines in the United States.
Yeah, but you would have, as you know, historically, black colleges and universities would all be out of business.
So
you would
what?
Have a system of colleges and universities.
So we're dependent on China to keep our university system going?
But I think it's good to have, I actually think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our intellectual property.
What, do you think the French are better?
Yeah.
I mean, really? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm not so sure.
Of course they are.
We have a lot of problems with the French, where we get taxed very unfairly on our technology, where they put 25% taxes on American products.
It's not even the same.
Look, assuming everyone treats us badly, because that's the way I am, but we take in trillions of dollars from students. The students pay more than double when they come in from most foreign countries. I want to see our school system thrive. But at the same time, I know you and I disagree. We're never going to agree on it, but that's okay. And it's not that I want them, but I view it as a business. We have millions and millions of people. Also, I want to get along with countries if possible. People are shocked. Remember, Hillary Clinton said, we'll be in a war. I stopped 8 wars in the last 9 months. I don't want to be in wars.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? We just bombed Iran. Israel has been in a war for I don't know how long that Netanyahu's going to court over right now. I don't know. It kind of seems like he's not all there anymore.
If I am in a war, we're going to win the thing fast and it'll be violent. But you know what? I don't want to be in wars. But one thing, you don't want to cut half of the people, half of the students from all over the world that are coming into our country, destroy our entire university and college system. I don't want to do that.
I wouldn't lose any.
And don't forget, MAGA was my idea. MAGA was nobody else's idea. I know what MAGA wants better than anybody else. And MAGA wants to see our country thrive.
Oh, good. So now MAGA means let's keep all of these universities open so that we can have other people from other countries, not America, other countries come to our colleges. That's what MAGA is? MAGA? MAGA? Well, I ain't MAGA. I'm America first. And this is crap. Just wait till the end. It just gets better and better.
Right now.
And does that
the
mean
Republicans have to talk about it, Laura.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we
a
have
country
plenty of talented people
no, you
here.
don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have. You don't have certain talents, and people have to learn.
See what I mean? He just pissed on everybody's face in America. We got to bring in talent. We don't have enough talent here. What kind of talent are you looking for, man? Like what is China doing that we can't do? Are you going to bring in people and have them work 6 cents on the dollar to make toys and shit? No, because you can't. So what can a Chinese person learn that an American can't learn? Yeah, make America great again, guys. While we apparently suck at working, and we need to bring in Chinese people in order to make it to where we can compete with the rest of the world, because apparently we all suck at whatever we do. So
you can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put you.
How did we ever do it before?
Well, let me
when you and I were
I'll give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing and very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, how about this? How about you make college or trade schools or whatever it is extremely affordable for Americans, to where if they are unemployed, which by the way, 1.1 million people lost their jobs in October. Yeah, really doing well in the economy here. But why not make it super affordable for Americans? Oh, that's right, because it's another government business. Student loans. Don't even get me started on that shit. That's the biggest crock I've ever seen. People go to school and are in debt for the rest of their lives before they even buy a home. And then here's some fucking news company talking about it.
A hefty application fee, which means not just anybody can walk in here willy-nilly. You got to be serious.
I thought it was America
I
first.
think you should also make note.
Are you against H-1Bs?
That hefty application
I'm America
fee
first.
is also
So you're
something-
against all immigration?
No, of course not. And I'm not against H-1Bs either. What I'm against is pretending that you are somebody that you're not, pretending that you believe in something that you're not, trying to sell the American people on something and pretend like you were supporting it the entire time, and then putting you guys in a position to defend something that you definitely wouldn't defend if it were any other person.
You said you're America first. I just don't think that they're mutually exclusive. You can be America first and also recognize that there may be times you could import talent from other countries that makes America stronger. We've done that for decades.
Totally, but that's not Donald Trump's.
No, not sure. Not sure. America and Americans are not doing good right now. That's it. Interest rates are through the roof. Affordability on homes is pretty much, few people can actually afford one. Debt, the list goes on and on. Guys, gold just had its biggest yearly gain since 2010. And JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs forecasts that gold is going to be over $3,000 an ounce soon. But the real story isn't just about potential gains. It's about protecting your retirement from what's coming next. In 2016, our national debt was at 16 trillion and interest rates were near zero. Today in 2025, the national debt is up to 36 trillion. Mortgage rates are over 6%. That's why major banks, Bank of America, Chase, Bloomberg, Goldman Sachs, they're all turning to gold. When inflation erodes your purchasing power, when the dollar weakens, your IRA or 401k and paper assets can evaporate overnight. But physical gold and silver, held in Patriot Gold Group's IRA, doesn't depend on Wall Street, the Fed, or Washington. It's real wealth you control, protected from inflation, debt, and potential chaos. Call the proud Americans at Patriot Gold Group today before it's too late, and they've got an amazing offer for y'all. With no fee-for-life IRA, you can move your IRA or 401k into physical gold and silver and pay no annual fees for life on qualifying rollovers. Also, mention heavy duty, and you'll get 2 free silver American Eagles with qualifying purchases. So call now, 888-520-4514. And here's Palmer Luckey talking about it.
Of course, there's so much H-1B abuse. You would not believe what I saw when I was in Silicon Valley. It is insane. It's obviously a program to try and replace U.S. workers with basically slave labor that can't ever escape. The H-1B abuse is crazy. Of course, there's so much H-1B.
I mean, so this is what's going on right now. They just threw out an idea that, you know what, to make homes more affordable for Americans, what we'll do is we'll give them 50-year mortgages. Who do you think that helps? Do you think that legitimately helps Americans? Dave Ramsey is probably having a heart attack looking at this. A 50-year mortgage, sure, the initial entry as far as affordability goes on a home goes way up, but you're paying 50 years of interest to who? Central banks. It's not a benefit to you. It's a benefit to the government and to the banks. 600,000 Chinese students, Antifa riots, bombing Iran, no Epstein files, anti-Semitism crackdowns, ISIS in the White House, inflation. What else are we missing? Oh, we did miss something. Now Trump is trying to get Netanyahu pardoned. This is a priority for him. Wrote a letter and everything to the president of Israel. I didn't even know there was a president of Israel. I just thought there was the prime minister. Apparently the president doesn't do shit though. Let me break this down for everybody. In no shape or form did he say that he was innocent and did nothing wrong in this. He essentially wrote a letter to the president saying, hey, he's my buddy, just pardon his ass. And of course, we still have the Israel first people shouting out. Here's Ben Shapiro telling you that if you can't afford to live here and you're a young person, maybe you should just leave. Maybe you should fucking leave, Ben Shapiro. Go back to Israel or anywhere else.
If you're a young person and you can't afford to live here, then maybe you should not live here. I mean, that is a real thing.
What a jackass.
I know that we've now grown up in a society that says that you deserve to live where you grew up. But the reality is that the history of America is almost literally the opposite of that. The history of America is you go to a place where there is opportunity. And if the opportunities are limited here and they're not changing, then you really should try to think about other places where you have better opportunities.
Yeah, maybe we should all move to Israel and get some of the $3 billion that we're sending for, I don't know, I think 9 million people live there? 3 billion for 9 million people. I don't know, somebody do the math on that. And then to finish this off, there's this dude out there, pretty much the white version of Officer Tatum. And he did some interview, and I gotta tell you, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And it's all about, oh, there's too much anti-Semitism and there's too much, all this stuff. And it's like, no, there's too much America first. You're upset that people want America first and don't want other countries on our backs. That's it.
This is what Candace Owens does, same as Tucker. I'm just asking a question. I'm just suggesting, but I never said it outright. BS, you did.
Well, it's a question that you could be just asking. When did you stop beating your wife? Right?
Yeah,
it's a leading question.
Exactly.
It's a question that has intent. It's something that lawyers do. It's trickery. That's what this whole just asking questions bullshit. But anyway,
But anyways, that's a really weird example you used, buddy. A really weird example. Oh, here he is. Assault and battery on a +60/disabled with injury. He beat the shit out of some old woman. So that example you used in your video was pretty Weird.
I just shared the clip today where Candace is directly accusing Erica Kirk. She says
he's better off dead than alive. He's easier to handle.
Exactly.
Talking about Erica speaking about his journals.
Exactly. So that is so. Now you can. I'm tired of giving people benefit of the doubt because I did this with Tucker.
Yeah.
When everybody was screaming about Tucker, I said, okay, no. I go, you guys are wrong. Tucker is not that bad.
Can I just say, ma'am, how cold do you keep it in your house? From the looks of it, I would say 50s, you know? But yeah, fuck bras.
Sound or song on your videos are going to blow up. So many people would use the sound. I feel like that's what the anti-Israel thing is. It's just a trending clickbait thing.
What a dumbass.
And, you know, Myron Gaines was just on Steven Crowder.
Maybe it's people want our country to be our country and other countries to fuck off until we fix ours. It could be that simple. I don't know. But golly, ma'am, it must be cold in there. Good for you.